Joining me now is Jeff Watson, the Senior Vice President of Marketing Communications for the Professional Pickleball Association, for just a little tournament that we're going to have going on here in Lakeland, the Viola Lakeland Open, presented by 6-0. Jeff, welcome aboard.
Thank you. So excited to be here and excited to be coming down to Lakeland here in the next little bit.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit earlier. I guess you got some cold weather there, so you're going to be looking forward to our 70s and 80s.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have a cold front in Dallas means we're going to like 60.
Ah.
But Lakeland will be perfect for all of our pros and staff and fans and attendees that are coming out. The Florida is such a hotbed for pickleball, and we see some of the biggest numbers in terms of attendees when we play tournaments in Florida. So the players will be loving it. Most of our top athletes live within a 3-4 hour drive of Lakeland, so
Oh,
they'll
wow.
be they'll be love they'll love to come and kind of have a kind of hometown tournament
Mhm.
in their backyard.
So we were talking earlier, the sport is 60 years old, but most people wouldn't realize that. It really has blown up kind of post-pandemic, those last 4 or 5 years. And you guys have sort of paved the way for professional pickleball. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so over the last 3 years, pickleball has been consistently the fastest growing sport in the United States by a wide margin. We've grown 311% in the last 3 years in terms of participation across the country. So it's been very, very cool to be, like you said, paving the way for the professional and the amateur side as well. All of our tournaments are not just pro pickleball tournaments, they're also amateur tournaments. But our professionals earn collectively, there's a prize pool and payout of more than $30 million a year for our professional athletes. So that's split among the top 150 players, give or take. And the average salary and payout for our pros is higher than the highest paid WNBA player. It's higher than the NBA G League. Like we really are trying to foster the growth of the sport at all levels. And that's from the top down and from the bottom up. So we take that responsibility to heart, and we're making sure that we do it the right way, and kind of making sure that fans can participate alongside the pros, because we know that it's not just a pro sport. It's more participation in amateur sport that we kind of want to build on to grow the pro game.
So you'll be in town November 18th to 23rd, Beerman Tennis Facility at Florida Southern College. So we talked a little bit about the amateur aspect, but that's something that really makes this unique. So it's open to everyone.
Yes, all ages and skill levels. If you picked up a paddle last week and you're obsessed with like most people who pick up a paddle the first time, they're like, "Wow, I can I can do this." Um, uh, you can sign up. There's three 3.5 divisions, 3.0 divisions, all the way up to pros and pro qualifying. So all ages and skill levels are welcome. There is a division for you. I was like I was saying earlier, there's only a couple of other sports that I could think of where the amateurs that are competing in it are playing on the same arena as the pros. So I could think of CrossFit and maybe marathon. But at a Carvana PPA Tour event, if you are playing on a court, you could be playing on court 7, and you could turn to your right and see the top 5 pickleball players in the world playing on the court next to you.
Mm.
So I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and seeing Serena playing at the court next to me. I'd freak out. So that's something that's very, very cool about our events, and is going to be a really fun aspect for those who are competing at the Veolia Lakeland Open.
And not everyone needs to compete to participate. So,
Yeah, I mean, aside from competing, you can also buy tickets to come watch the pros, which is super, super fun. Um, we see actually 2 years ago was the first year where we saw revenue from ticket sales jump revenue from amateur registration, which kind of shows
mm.
the growth of pickleball, pro pickleball into a spectator sport, which is awesome. So if you don't want to play in the amateur tournament, you can come watch the pros. Or if you are interested in just kind of dabbling and you don't want to compete yet, we have camps and clinics that are available that you can sign up for to hone your skills. And then maybe when we come back next year, you can have that confidence to sign up for one of the tournaments that we have.
Tell us a little bit about the prospects of turning the turning a tennis facility into a pickleball facility?
Yeah, it's a process, you know. Over the past few years, there have been a lot more dedicated pickleball facility. I mean, a lot more dedicated pickleball facilities that have
Mhm.
popped up across the country. But the way, in order to host events to the standard that we hold ourselves to, we have to find the right facilities that can host more than 10,000 people over the course of the few days that we're there. We have to have at least 30 pickleball courts so that our amateurs don't have to wait too long in between their matches while they're playing. And so for a tennis facility like the Beerman Tennis Center, we go in and resurface all of the tennis courts to pickleball courts for that weekend. Brand new paint, it looks amazing. And then the best thing about it for the facility is that we resurface them back to tennis courts afterwards. So the facility gets brand new resurfaced tennis courts once we leave. So we definitely want to make sure that we leave facilities better than we found them in the way that they want them to be left. So if you're a tennis facility and you want to host a pickleball event, we're not going to convert and then leave. You know, we'll make
Mhm.
sure that whatever the facility wants, we kind of adhere to. So there have been times where facilities have wanted us to convert tennis courts into pickleball courts and have left some of the pickleball courts because of the demand that they've seen. But it just depends on the
Mhm.
facility. So we resurface all of them. We build a little stadium for fans to come and watch. We have a fan zone, a fan village where we have a lot of our sponsors and vendors that are set up. So it's a pretty cool event. It'll definitely transform any facility that we come into for that weekend and make it like a festival type of atmosphere.
And again, as we were talking about earlier, your sponsor is one of these companies that definitely wants to leave things in better shape than they found them. So tell us about the sponsor.
Yeah, Veolia is our sustainability partner for the Carvana PPA Tour. And like you said, they're really leaning in and they saw a really cool opportunity a couple of years ago to partner with us and say, hey, you know, we're at the ground floor of this sport. Let's start it on a path of being sustainable from the get-go. So we've worked diligently over the last couple of years to identify kind of some low-hanging fruit at first, to figure out how we can start implementing things right away with a goal towards looking long term for broader sustainability projects. So right now, they have put like water stations across all of our tournaments so that we can limit the use of single-use plastic so people can bring their water bottle in and fill them up at these really nice, big, cool water stations. And they've also figured out a way to recycle pickleballs, which hasn't become a problem yet because pickleballs last longer than tennis balls. They don't go out of round as quickly as tennis balls die, but
Mhm.
it's going to become an issue once the pickleball is going to keep growing. And if a pickleball cracks, you're going to throw it in the trash, and then all these landfills are going to come out with pickleballs. So they found a way to melt the pickleballs down into a fuel that can then fuel cement factories and like reduce their carbon footprint by something like 30%. So it's their kind of innovation in seeing this new sport and being like, oh wait, we can help in these ways. That's really helped transform our business and open our eyes to other ways that we can be sustainable in future tournaments. So we're really thankful for Veolia, not for just being able to put on these events, but also for helping us kind of go down the pathway of sustainability from the get-go.
And we talked a little bit about local folks, or at least Florida-based folks. While we can't guarantee that everyone that we talk about is going to be there, Rachel Rohrbacher, you said, is a fan favorite. You got a little 19-year-old Gabriel Tardio out of Jupiter right around the corner. So tell us
Yep.
more about these players that'll be coming onto the court.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the players that are on the PPA tour are either from Florida because obviously Florida is such a big pickleball community, or have now moved to Florida. So Rachel Rohrbacher is from Tampa. She's awesome. She's in the top five in women's doubles and in mixed doubles as well. Um, Annalie Waters is kind of our big superstar. She lives on the Atlantic coast of Florida. She's 18 years old, has been number one in the world since she was, I think, 14 years old. Walked the red carpet at the ESPYs a couple months ago, and is really transcending the sport in terms of hopefully getting out there and showcasing how big pickleball can be. Ben Johns just moved to Florida. He's the number one on the men's side in mixed doubles and men's doubles. Gabe Tardio, like you said, is
Mhm.
of Bolivian descent, and he is from Jupiter, and he's Ben's partner in men's doubles, and they're the dominant doubles team in the world right now. So we also have a couple of former tennis players, like Jeannie Bouchard, who was a Wimbledon finalist back in 2014 and world number five. She
Mhm.
now plays full time on the PPA tour after retiring from tennis, and she just made her first ever finals in the last 2 months. So she's going to start getting really, really good and making some deep runs. So again, we don't know the final entry list until kind of the week before, but look for those names. A lot of them will be there, and we're excited to see how they do.
All right, so website for tickets and you can watch it streaming on Pickleball TV as well. So fill us in on all this.
Yeah, so you can go to ppatour.com and click on the Veolia Lakeland Open tournament, and you can register to play. You can sign up for camps and clinics, and you can buy tickets, courtside passes, which gets you seats on Championship Court, Humana Championship Court. You can buy grounds passes to watch your friends and family on the side courts, and you can also get VIP tickets. So that has food and drinks, and it's lots of different options for the entire week that we're there, including Carvana Championship Sunday, which we expect to be a sellout. So get your tickets early. So yeah, go to ppatour.com, and that's where you can get your tickets and register.
And an absolutely beautiful campus. I take it you've been out to see the Florida Southern campus. So
I have not. I'm super
no.
excited. Like I said, I lived in St. Petersburg for about 6 years and never made it out to Florida Southern. So I really excited to come down
Oh, I
and
think you're gonna
see
have a
it.
blast.
Good.
It's a gorgeous campus. There's a lot to do around it. I hope you guys really enjoy your time here, and I look forward to coming out and seeing you.
Thanks. And if you, like you said, if you can't make it out, we are Pickleball TV is our 24-hour a day, 365-day a year pickleball channel. It's a partnership with Tennis Channel, and so we just launched on YouTube TV a couple of weeks ago. It's on Samsung TV, Roku. It's across all different. It's a fast channel on all these streaming platforms, as well as pickleballtv.com. So if you can't make it out to the tournament itself, that's the next best way to watch. So we'll join you from all over the country, regardless of where you are. We'd love to have you participate in the Veolia Lakeland Open.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us, Jeff, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Take care.